I'm Donna Wolfe from Naztazia.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make a weaved decoration using yarn and sticks. This is oftentimes called an Ojo De Dios, with ancient origins among the Pueblos, Tepehuan, and Huichol, or Wixáritari people. To do this, you will need some embroidery floss, or thread for a small decoration, or some worsted weight yarn for a large one. And you need sticks. For beginners, I recommend flat sticks, since they are easier to work with. Find the middle of the sticks, and then use some super glue to secure them together. Once dried, take some thread and tie a knot around the center of the sticks. Cut the excess thread and put a drop of super glue to secure the end. And then I like to wrap the center of each groove 4 times with the red floss. And then wrap a few extras around each stick. Once a few rounds have been completed, place some super glue on the back, let dry, and then trim off the excess thread. To hook on a new color, I like to apply some glue to the back and stick the end into it and let dry. With the orange, I'm wrapping around each stick carefully. Try not to let the threads overlap. Make sure they lay next to each other nicely. You can wrap for as many times as you wish. However, try to keep the same number of wraps on each stick. Finish this color by applying a little more glue and then cutting off the excess once dried. With the yellow, I'm wrapping a slightly different way. This time, I'm bringing the thread around the front so that you can see it. With the orange and red, the extra thread was towards the back. This helps add some interest to your design, and this alternating front and back wrap will be used extensively in your more complex designs. With the green, my threads are to the back. And with the blue, my threads are towards the front. Here is my finished basic design. Let's move on to a little more detailed design. With this one, I'm using 4 sticks for a total of 8 sections. Just like the basic design, I'm wrapping the red around the middle section, going in between all of the spaces. I have a few more grooves than the basic design to wrap, but it's done the very same way. If you don't want to use super glue, you can always use a sewing needle instead and weave in the ends. I'm wrapping my orange the same way as the basic design, except I now have 8 sections to wrap instead of just 4 like before. The yellow will be done with a front wrap around all 8 sections for several rounds. With the green, I like to wrap it around each section by itself. This is the most time-consuming design, since each stick and section needs to be wrapped separately. I like to use a combination of sewing and super glue for this part. The blue part adds a neat effect to this design. We're going to do our normal back wrap. However, we're going to skip a section. So, wrap around one section, skip one, wrap around another section. Doing this will really make your design seem very intricate. For the purple colors, we're going to do something similar, except we're going to do a front wrap. You can see how this front wrap creates an interesting depth perception in the design. Then I'm going back with the red, doing just a normal back wrap. And then with the orange, a normal front wrap. And here's my finished item. You can use the same design on much larger sticks to create a nice wall decoration. With the larger decoration, you'll need large bamboo or wood dowels. Either round or flat ones will work fine. And with larger dowels, it's best to notch them a little bit in the center so that they hold together securely. To do this, make 2 small cuts with a hacksaw or another cutting tool, and then get a knife and carve out the rest of the notch. This way your dowels will lay nice and flat with each other. Use some good, strong wood or other glue to hold them together. Sometimes with really large dowels, I put a nail in the middle just to add another layer of security. On the back, I also score the sticks a little bit. These light grooves help hold the yarn in place every inch or so. And you do the same thing with the larger dowels. Wrap your yarn the same way as you did your smaller thread or embroidery floss. With the really large ones, I find it easier to sit on the floor next to my cabinets and rotate the dowels like this as I wrap the yarn around the sticks. And that's how I make my yarn decorations. To view this video in other languages, click on the closed caption link on YouTube and turn on subtitles. From there, you can choose from over 100 different languages. I hope this video has helped you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the description or the info button of this video for more information. And please visit Naztazia.com for more tips and tricks on creative, self-sufficient living.